Have you ever wondered what the shape of the Earth truly is? Is it flat, spherical, or something entirely different? A question that might seem simple at first glance, but one that's recently been stirring up quite a storm of debate and controversy. The Earth's shape, once thought to be a settled topic, is now a question mark, prompting curious minds across the globe to delve deeper. In this pursuit of truth, we've stumbled upon a fascinating concept: the concept of responsive space. This idea suggests that space responds to the observer, arranging things in a manner that suits the observer's perspective. Like a website adjusting its layout based on the device it's viewed on, our perception of Earth's shape could also be subject to such responsive adjustments. So, what does this mean for the shape of our planet? It suggests that the Earth's shape isn't as straightforward as we might think, thanks to the concept of responsive space. Intriguing, isn't it? Responsive space is a concept that can alter our perception of the world around us. It's a fascinating principle that revolves around the idea of spatial responsiveness, essentially the ability of space to arrange and rearrange itself based on the observer's point of view. To better grasp this concept, let's consider a familiar example: a website. You've probably noticed how a website changes its layout when you switch between your laptop, tablet, and smartphone. This is because the website is programmed to respond to different screen sizes and resolutions. It checks the device it's being viewed on and rearranges its content to provide the best viewing experience. This point of rearrangement is known as a responsive breakpoint. Now, let's apply this concept to the shape of our Earth. Just like a website changing its layout based on the device it's viewed on, our perception of the Earth's shape can change based on our viewpoint. This is due to what we're calling the responsive breaking point, the point at which our perspective shifts and the object we're observing, in this case our planet, appears different to us. Of course, the concept of responsive space is far more complex than a website's layout. It involves not just physical dimensions, but also our understanding and perception of the world. It's a dynamic, ever-changing space that adjusts and adapts according to our point of view. In essence, the shape of the Earth can appear different to different observers, much like a website can look different on various devices. This doesn't mean that the Earth is physically changing its shape. It's our perception of it that's changing. Just as a website's layout changes based on the screen it's viewed on, our perception of the Earth's shape changes depending on our viewpoint. This is responsive space in action, a concept that challenges our understanding of reality and opens up a world of possibilities in how we perceive our surroundings. Quantum mechanics adds another layer of complexity to our perception of the Earth's shape. In the quantum realm, particles can exist in a condition known as superposition. This means that a particle isn't confined to a single state, but can exist in multiple states simultaneously. Now, let's apply this mind-bending concept to our perception of Earth. Imagine our planet in a state of superposition, where it can exist as both a sphere and a flat plane at the same time. This might sound bizarre, but from a quantum perspective, it's entirely plausible. It's all about the observer's perspective. When you examine the Earth from different viewpoints, you experience what's called a responsive breaking point. This is the moment where your perspective shifts, and the shape of the Earth changes for you. Just as a particle can exist in multiple states, the Earth can also be both flat and spherical, depending on your perspective. So is the Earth flat or spherical? Well, it's not that simple. Let's take a moment to recap. We've ventured through the maze of responsive space, a concept that rearranges our perception based on our viewpoint. Much like a website adjusts its layout according to the screen it's viewed on. We've crossed the threshold of the responsive breakpoint, a point at which our perspective shifts, altering our perception of the world around us. And we've delved into the realm of quantum mechanics, exploring the idea of superposition, where a single particle can exist in multiple states simultaneously. Applying these concepts to our planet, it's conceivable that Earth could exist in several states at once, both flat and spherical, depending on the observer's perspective. We've realized that passing a responsive breakpoint is an imperceptible process, but it influences how we interact with space. The shape of the Earth, it turns out, is more a matter of perspective and less a matter of fact.